Hey, how's it going? Checking in for the day. Saturday today, so not massive amounts in the way of progress and work as normal for a Saturday, but I have been doing the usual thinking and figuring things out. And today my thoughts have been focused on the Toastmasters International Speech Contest. Well, when I say focused, it's not been at the forefront of my mind, but it's been sort of background noise, coming back to it a couple of times, as I have been really over the last few weeks and possibly the last few months. In fact, right back in May last year, I was at this Toastmasters conference in Bracknell and was watching the finals of the district Toastmasters International Speech Contest. So basically you've got the club level. If you win the club, and I've done the club contest a few times, I've won it I think a couple of times, and that if you win the club level, you go into the area. There's about 4 or 5 clubs in the area. Then you go into the division, and there's that's kind of, I think it's pretty much the southwest of England for us, or the kind of the Thames Valley M4 corridor, and then you go on to district. And this year the district conference and the finals are in Kent, I think. Now, every year the contest has come round, there's always been at least one of either the division or the district weekends, because I tend to be on weekends, where I'm not able to do it. So even if I had gone ahead and really given it my all and won the 2 rounds preceding that, I still wouldn't have been able to proceed any further, because I already had commitments on those weekends. So this year, in fact last year in May at the conference, I decided that I really wanted to give it a proper serious go. And when I mentioned that to somebody, they said, well, you better get writing a speech now, because most people take sort of 8-10 months to really come up with some good stuff. And I've never spent that long writing a speech, but I have been thinking about ideas. I mean, these are like 5 to 7 minute speeches, so it's really the idea is the key, and they all seemed to be sort of personal development, motivation, mindset type talk. So I think I've got a couple of ideas that could fit the bill, and I'm really keen to do my very best at it this year. So I've been thinking a little bit about that today, and the talk kind of subject matter at the moment. I'm thinking around sort of vulnerability and authenticity, and the difference and the similarities between the two. So just a few ideas at the moment, a long way to go before they become talks, but I've been kind of looking at I've got a wall planner, I've been looking at my, where the different talks are, where these different club night, area contests, division contests, district contests, where they stack up and where they're coming up. And, you know, I need to get a wriggle on with this now. 8 months might be too long for me to write a speech, but certainly I've got to, you know, if I want to do my best with this, then end of next month, that's when I'll be delivering the first round of it in the club. And if I win the club level, then I'll be going on to the area, which would probably only be 2 or 3 weeks after that. So I need to make sure that this is something that I'm actively working on. I don't just leave to the last minute. I feel like I need to sort of nail my colours to the mast here and say I'm going to take this contest seriously. I remember saying to myself and somebody else actually at the event at the conference last year in May, I'm going to be on that stage next year, and I mean it. I really want to give it my very best go, and see how far I can take it. Because actually, if you win district, then you go on to the final, the World Championships of Public Speaking, which they're normally in America, but not always. And you literally have the very best, everybody who's won the various districts from around the world coming together on one stage for a 2-day contest, which is a pretty big deal, even getting to that point. But to be with a shot at that level would be absolutely phenomenal. So it is something I want to do, and I need to start taking this properly seriously. So I shall report back when I've got the foundations of a speech that I think could go all the way. Anyway, there's my check-in for the day. I'll be back again with more tomorrow. Bye for now.